Hey all, it's me, Sujit. Very quickly, I want to share a story. That happened this week, and I felt it's important to share and explain why going that extra mile creates a good reputation, right? So this Monday, which is today, Saturday morning, I'm recording this video. So on Monday afternoon, I had a one-on-one with my counterpart with a client. Uh, with yeah client. It's a large company. I am my counterpart is the project manager. We were having our one-on-one, and and I like to do that. I like to basically meet with my client's counterpart once a month, regardless of what's happening in the project, good, bad, ugly. I want to get it. I want to get that FaceTime. Well, in this case, it's phone time. I was driving, but I want to have that things because every we meet almost every day or every week, but that's for project related. This one-on-one time is more about us spending and getting to know each other personally. Why is that? Well, it's because you know that I'm interested to keep this as a client, keep them as a client, right? People do business with people who with relationship. People don't, if not, I would be like easy to replace. Imagine we make, seven figures a year through this client. And if he's the project manager, I got to have a very good relationship. I got to understand what he likes, what he dislikes, what he's thinking, so that we can change our, you know, change our trajectory as needed, our offerings as needed. Oftentimes people forget that. Losing this client basically means going back to the drawing board and we stop the revenue and we have to go find a new client. That's a lot of work. Why would I not keep what we have and get not take care of it? It's like I have a coconut tree. I don't want to take care of it and it falls off. I don't water it. I don't give it, fertilizers and it falls off. And then you know what? I have to go find a new coconut tree. And you will be like, what? Calling me crazy? So, anyways, and I see a lot of people do that. A lot of It doesn't matter what your client's paying, what your boss is paying. You want to always have one-on-one time. The other reason for this is you may learn a thing or two that is not in your circle of competence or not in your rear view mirror, but they have it. They're bringing knowledge, information to you. So whichever client I work with, doesn't matter who it is. Obviously, I'm not going to go there and chit chat, spend a whole hour chit chatting about basketball and weekends and movies and Netflix. We never talk about. We talk about projects. We talk about the stuff that's happening. How we as a vendor doing. How can we improve? What are his frustrations, challenges? Kind of aspirational and drawing out some stuff out of him to get the temperature. Like, in the old days, or maybe sometimes when you go to a doctor, they put their finger on, they try to get your pulse. They check your pulse by putting their finger on your wrist, right? They're doing a pulse check. That's my pulse checking. Because every other time we meet, it's all about project, goals, accomplishments, where are we stuck, what can we do, how can we resolve this problem. But we never set aside a separate time to actually talk about, okay, what's going on? What's happening in the landscape? What are new contracts are you guys bidding? Because what does that tell me? That tells me whether we are going to get potentially more work from them or not, right? Maybe did you lose an opportunity? If I see that they lost an opportunity, maybe I will know that they are financially probably not doing so well, that which may affect us. Have you ever thought of that? Like, if that will not come up in a daily huddle or weekly alignment planning or weekly, monthly planning, quarterly planning, these things are not going to come up. That's why it's important to set up a time separately to talk about things that doesn't part into the project, but that's just part in general business, right? I will ask questions like, okay, so what's happening? What are the two things you're working on as a high priority in your line of work? And you'd be surprised what information people will give out when you're talking on one with them. And, just, you know, Open up. People will give. All you have to do is ask, right? So I'm like, me being me, which is super curious, I would like ask everything and anything I can until they tell me to shut up or until the time runs out. I'll be like, so this is happening. You are bidding on this contract or you are doing this demo and you need things. Uh, okay. And where is this leading? Which agency is it coming from? Which vendor? Which partner? Because it gives clues, right? Maybe I get ideas of new other projects or other companies we can work with. So this has been my ninja tactic to work and grow my business. Now the question is, you could say, Sujit, I am not in business. How the hell? What do I do? Well, it still applies to you. You have a job. You have a manager. Get on one-on-one with your manager. If your manager doesn't one-on-one with you, ask for a one-on-one. If that one-on-one doesn't happen, then probably your manager is not interested in you. Probably that's not the organization you would be in. But definitely you want some time with your organizational, no, with your manager or someone you report to and spend some time. Now, so you could say, Sajid, 1 hour is a lot. I absolutely agree. It's like going and running 5 miles the first day you start to run after 20 years. Okay, start walking. Meet for 10 minutes. Just say, hi, hello, I'm here, I'm curious. And also, the last thing you should ask is like, hey, how am I doing? What would you want me to improve? That's the only small question you have to ask. Now you'd be like, Sajid, I'm a rock star. I'm a superstar. I don't have any improvements to do. I know it all. I am super polished, right? I'm well rounded. I'm like the best that can be. Well, if you think like that way, dude, you're full of it, right? You're full of it because no one is perfect. I am a work in progress. You are a work in progress. There is no end to it until the day, there's no end to improvement until we die, because that's when our life stops. But from the day we are born till the day we die, it's just a work in progress. You have improvements. You need to improve. You need to, I mean, of course, if you're not ambitious, you're a lazy loser, then by all means, uh, you don't have to ask, find yourself a small little project, small little corner, dig your hole and stay in there. And then 20 years later, when you wake up and you realize everything in your life is dark, gloomy, and you'd be like, what the hell happened? Well, what happened is the decision and the choices you made uh, 20 some years ago or 5 some years ago. Because our life is based on the decisions we've made, the choices we have made based on the beliefs we have, right? And I will do a video on that later on. But coming back, definitely you don't get paid for it. We don't get paid for it for the one-on-one time, but it's super critical. It's like something you need to do. Like, you don't get paid for watering a plant, but you need to do it because, if you don't do it, you lose the tree, the plant. So I hope it serves you. I hope you make some adjustments. I know I'm dropping some of this stuff. But one thing I'll tell you is whatever I'm sharing with you all is strategies and tactics that I'm not only applying in my own life and in my own business, but also I'm teaching my own kids. Simple as that, right? I am going to teach it. Whatever I'm doing, it's like sharing and putting it out there so that I hope it benefits you. Because if someone had share all this to me 20 some years ago, my life would have been on a different trajectory, at a different level, right? Obviously, at that time, there was no Instagram, no YouTube, and no Facebook, but it is what it is. I've learned the hard way through a lot of trials and error, and you don't have to do that if you're watching this. If you made it till this far, you don't have to do that. All you have to do is, even if you are in retail business, you must have like 5 customers who keeps coming back to you, right? Find out what's going on in their life, right? If they're your top customers, they keep coming back to you, find out what's going on. Because you need to know if they will show up next month or not. You need to know if you need to go find a new customer next month. And you might as well find out now and start to get that build that sixth sense, that intuition rather than waiting and then they don't show up and then you lost your revenue and you are suddenly scrambling. Avoid that. So I hope it serves you. Remember, it's excellence, it's a work in progress, it's a journey. So stay at it and you will do well. Take care, bye-bye.